Sky Sports presenter Simon Thomas has shared his grieving son's heartbreaking letter to Santa as he faces his first Christmas without his mum. The former Blue Peter presenter revealed what his 8-year-old boy Ethan has wished for Christmas, which included his mummy back. The family were dealt a devastating tragedy last month when Mr. Thomas' wife Gemma died just 3 days after she was diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia, an aggressive cancer affecting white blood cells. Mr. Thomas has shared poignant photos on his Instagram page in the wake of Gemma's death, the latest of which is Ethan's Christmas wish list. It reveals the grieving youngster has asked Santa for a Playmobil, Lego and his mummy back. The wish list was posted on Instagram. Image, Simon Thomas_Instagram. Mr. Thomas wrote, "I just wish I could give him the third." The post was uploaded soon after Ethan asked him a heart-rending question about his mum's wedding rings after he was shown them by his dad. Ethan was hailed for his beautiful response, which has attracted more than 2,000 likes since the post was uploaded. The picture of the rings was posted on Instagram. Image, Instagram/Simon Thomas_. Gemma died 3 days after her cancer diagnosis. Image, Simon Thomas/Instagram. Sky presenter Simon Thomas shares emotional photo of son standing by mum's coffin showing immeasurable amount mummy put into his life. Writing on his Instagram page, the 44-year-old said, "Her wedding rings are back with me. I showed them to Ethan this morning and he said, 'Daddy, when I get married, can I give them to my wife?' His heart is beyond measure." #LightInTheDarkness. The tear-jerking request was met with a flood of supportive comments from well-wishers. Rose Harding wrote, "For a boy so young, amazing for him to think like that. For the future. His mum will be looking down so proud, and whoever gets this ring in the future, what a special moment." Louise Hewitt posted, "Your son is a testament not only to your beautiful wife but also to you. Your son is truly your #LightInTheDarkness. May he bring you some joy this Christmas. Ethan with mum Gemma." Image, @Simon Thomas Sky/Twitter. Gemma was diagnosed with leukemia. Image, Simon Thomas/Instagram. Another wrote, "Beautiful heart and mind." Last week, Mr. Thomas has shared an emotional photo of his son standing by his mother's coffin, showing the immeasurable amount mummy put into his life. The poignant photo of his son standing with his mother's coffin during her funeral. Image, Simon Thomas/Instagram. Simon announced his wife's death on Twitter. Image, Simon Thomas/Instagram. Posting the photo of his son Ethan, which shows the smartly dressed 8-year-old son standing bravely at the funeral. On Instagram, Simon wrote, "I think this photo from Thursday of my boy with his biggest cheerleader, his cousin Thomas, behind him, says so much about what an immeasurable amount mummy put into his life in those 8 short years." Speaking to Mirror Online last month, Mr. Thomas said his wife's death was the hardest pain he had ever felt. He said, his wife was diagnosed with cancer and died 3 days later on November 24 after feeling unwell at their home in Caversham, Berkshire. The Sky Sports host, who presents Premier League football, announced her death on Twitter by posting, "Today I am crushed with indescribable pain. Just 3 days after falling ill with acute myeloid leukemia, my dear wife, Gemma, passed away yesterday evening surrounded by her family and friends." Simon has shared emotional posts on his Instagram page. Image, Simon Thomas/Instagram. Simon presents Premier League football on Sky Sports. Image, Getty. He added, "If you are a prayer, pray for my boy Ethan. 8 years, precious and in bits. Thank you." Mr. Thomas, who is taking time off work, revealed his devastated son said he wanted his mummy back for Christmas. He hasn't placed any blame on doctors who had seen his wife before she was taken to hospital, but has encouraged people to seek a diagnosis from medics if they persistently feel unwell. Speaking last month, he said, "I would say if you're worried about something and you're not getting an answer from your doctor, push. 3 times we went. We were even told Monday morning to try some different pills and dressed. 12 hours later she was being diagnosed with blood cancer. You have to push them. Simon with son Ethan, image, Simon Thomas /Instagram. Mr. Thomas said his wife celebrated her 40th birthday during a garden party last May. They have been married since 2005 and began dating in 2001 after meeting at a party held by their boss. The pair both worked for the Oasis Trust, and Mr. Thomas described it as love at first sight. Mr. Thomas said, "She was working there then. We met at a boss party. Our eyes met, and that